Welcome back, everybody, to Tier 4. It's the show that never ends, the MRC show. We're here for Tier 4 now, the final race of the week. Finally, after high drama in Tier 3, the Tier 4 guys get their turn to race around Kota. Joining me this evening, well, I mentioned him earlier, he's yet again, he has another podium to his name in Tier 3. He had a fantastic race. And it's the M&M show. It's Simba, the Lion King himself. Good evening.
Good evening, Mark. How are you?
Still getting over Tier 3 because it was such a good race. How about yourself? That was a great one from you.
Yeah, I'm still on a bit of a come down after that one. Another podium. We're not expected to really lose this point streak I'm on.
To be fair, no, the cleaner race as well. The only one with no penalties to add to it as well. So, perfect race, you would say, almost.
Oh, Gavin's just said rain in the race.
Wow. Well, we have in our, alongside us, if you will, our trackside reporter. He is still in the chat. I think he might have taken a break. Morgan is still with us.
Yep, still here.
There he is. Can you confirm?
So, for the race side of things, it says from the start up until about 30, 45, I don't know, 50 minutes in it reckons we got rain.
Wow. Well, who was it that jinxed it? I think it might have been Mandy. Mark, you're going to have to take this one. On behalf of the missus, I'm sure she called rain for Tier 4.
Probably did, but they never get it, so...
Well, no, they don't actually. But that's going to really throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh, more excitement. I don't think I can cope with it anymore.
Yes, I'm agreeing with Evie Lover here. No, not rain. So sad. By the way, hi Matthew.
Is that Evie Lover, is it?
It is, yeah.
Good stuff.
He's probably sat in the other room.
So, looking at this now, we've got a few drivers looking at setting their opening laps on the medium tyres. Most of the drivers going out on softs. Few drivers to tell you about. Few changes yet again. More reserves this week and this evening. So, who do we have? Let's start from the top. We have got a few of the T3 drivers we've just seen. CVG Samba. He is in. He is up. He is in the pits still. We have got back Mizo, he is in as well. We've also got our one and only Stoop, Tier 2 driver, and Red Car Rambo, 4th time this week. He definitely loves this place. And also, of course, we have Collins Owl. He had a strong race, high penalties, but still a good race. So we have a few, there we are, reserves in this evening. And of course, he may not be commentating, but he is out on track. It is, of course, our one and only Night Shadow, so it's good to see him coming live from the lakes.
Yeah, he definitely loves to race. I'm surprised he's not in the chat with us, doing what he did last week.
Yeah, he's been unusually quiet. Maybe he's background noise if he has family, and I think he may be the only Banshee in the family, unless he's suddenly saying there's a few more. I wouldn't want to comment and insult his family.
I think he's still on holiday, so that's probably why he's taking a bit of a break. But we've got Morgan as a trackside reporter.
We have.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near as much fun as the Banshee, but I'll try.
Yeah, just a few shrieks every now and again, he'll be fine.
Woo!
Yeah, if you time it for when you're power sliding around the corner, it'll add humour factor.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
I'm gonna go full Ric Flair with this now.
Woo!
I love it. I absolutely love that. That's it. That's that. You've got to keep doing that. You do know that, right?
No, I think I'll show myself the door right now.
You got 18 minutes to practice it before the race.
I'll leave it to Morgan now.
Right, so we've got E17. I know he loves being called that. He's set the pace with a 34.6 good opening lap time. Torius Keeman on the mediums, 35.3, and Kellogg's. Oh, what we're going to have? American cereals. We'll come back to that. But Kellogg is...
I was going to say Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms, yeah. There we are. Is he going to be a Lucky Charm tonight? Well, let's see. There's so many puns he can come up with that.
I watched the lap he put in, and he seemed to be a bit squibbly.
It's a bit early doors. Obviously, the grip's a bit low. I'm interested if it is going to be really high rain. What are we going to have with that? Are we going to have people looking at a higher ride height, higher wing settings than normal?
Yeah, I mean, that timing in, it's going to be right at the back end of the race. Do you just risk it?
Yeah, that is the thing, yeah.
From the little symbol, it looks like it's not like super heavy rain because it's only got like the one cloud and like a bit of rain underneath it. So I don't think it's very heavy off the start. It only says it's only saying about 10-15 minutes of rain from the start. So what's that, like the first 10 to 15 laps?
Yeah, like first stint, isn't it? So it could be start on inters. If it's that could be an intermediate start and then race. So it's how much do you risk it? You can little things you can change between the two. So you can only really change the front wing, can't you? Any differential settings.
I see Bergen's having a bit of a show off in the chat, saying Alfa Romeo's won tiers 1, 2 and 3.
Wow, that's a heck of a showing, isn't it? Already mindful Wasp, but then now Melvin puts a 33.8 into the 33s we go. Good lap for Melvin.
Just on board with Gavin is just coming around the final corner to see what he can do.
Yeah, we've been following around his lap as well. He invalidated his lap.
Oh, unlucky. Looked like a fairly decent lap as well.
I think it was a 135, so it was a solid opener.
I think it was 34.9 Gavin was on, so it would have put him around 5th, 6th.
Yeah, it would. Still plenty of time left already. We've had 7 minutes nearly of the session. Does that fly by in the commentary box?
It flies by when you're on track as well. I completely mistimed it because I wanted another run.
I did that as well on Monday. Completely mistimed it. Just give on those ninth.
When you're on the Qualy bar.
Yeah, you and Ryan. And even Ryan said, at least I'm in front of Stube.
That's it now. First corner incident coming up between
the tier 2 drivers.
Take it steady, lads.
Yeah, you're talking.
I'm not dealing with that.
Blame it on the rain.
Yeah, just leave the boogie alone. Don't blame it on that.
It's not going to work though after you've just said it in the commentary box.
Yeah, to the head steward.
Well, when you put it that way, yeah. Doesn't sound like a great plan.
Avanash's bought his Bud Light and a Big Mac. I tell you what now, did McDonald's do Bud Lights with Avanash's? Because that sounds like a good little mix going on there.
Yeah. A couple of Mackies do that. I think McDonald's in France serves beer with food.
And we barely get the milkshake machine working.
I know they never work, do they?
No.
You go in middle of summer, can I have a strawberry shake? Sorry, shake machine's not working. Well, what good are you then?
Exactly. They just don't want to clean it. That's all I heard. They just don't want to clean it.
Alright, can I have a Fanta then? Oh, sorry, that machine's not working. Well, what do you have?
Tap water.
Some tap water.
Oh, it's the tiniest bottle of orange juice.
Yeah, that barely wets your lips, let alone anything else.
Exactly.
Well, this has gone very far off topic, this, for just raging against McDonald's here in the chat.
To be fair,
never mind.
Well, you know, it's... But, to be fair, one of the worst... Well, keep it half on topic. It seems though it is, we are in Cota. We are in America. The worst food poison I ever had was at McDonald's in America. Worst thing I've ever had. It's not on topic. It's not great, but...
It's on the McDonald's bashing topic.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. On that one tonight. I don't know how we've managed to do that.
I'm sure if Gav was eating, got a sausage joke in here somewhere.
Oh, he certainly will. He's certainly...
God, not sausage chat. I don't think we can cope with that.
We've kind of we sort of touched on it in tier 3. We that is definitely Gav's speciality. So we are leaving the sausage special. What can we even call him?
I really don't know.
I don't know.
Morgan, Ryan's asking what tyre you're starting on.
Depends how wet it is.
And
I might start on the hards, who knows?
He also
Well, it worked for
reckons
Carl.
He should be in the comms.
It worked for Carl, didn't it? You know, he got points in the end. I think it was 50 he got in the end
Yeah,
to start on the
20
hard compound tyres.
50.
Yes, the safety car obviously helped massively for him because he was still down in about 12th.
That safety car killed me. I was busting for the toilet. I went to drive around super slow for 3 laps. I'm like,
I think he killed a few people. Definitely killed a few people's races.
well, it probably guaranteed me that I was going to jump Colin's owl.
Yeah, there was a few that you were touch and go with, and then
I was definitely touch and go with him. I'll run around 20 seconds.
As soon as I said it, wrong terminology.
Gavin's asking if he should pop in for a Bansheeism.
Oh, of course he can. Of course he can. A Bansheeism.
I'll tell him to come on in, doors open.
It certainly
I can
is.
see some sausage chat coming this way now. We've said it.
We said it. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, David Bailey's on. He's nipping out to the bank.
Mark, you love a sausage. Simba, so do you. Oh God.
Okay, fair enough.
Speaking
As you
of
do,
Mr.
here he
Sausage,
is.
I believe he's just appeared.
I think he's here. He is. He is, Mr. Jenkins, live from the lakes.
Live from the Lake District of Circuit of the Americas. This is what it is, although with a lap time which is absolutely horrific.
I think you had a quicker one that was invalidated, did I believe?
Yeah, I decided to, over the penultimate corner, sort of hop over the sausage curb.
Ah,
Yeah, caught me out this time.
that's unusual for you.
Except it is. But we'll get there. We'll get there. The rain and the race is going to be the interesting one.
Yeah, Morgan's looking with that as well, and he's saying that is it potential intermediates to start with?
Looks like it. It's possibly going to be that, but it does certainly seem to dry up. I think Morgan said after 15 minutes, which is right. So that'll be a good end to the race.
Yeah, certainly will. I think that's how many people are going to, I mentioned, take that risk with the full dry setup, and how many people are just going to do a little bit of compromise for the start of the race. And where do they go from there? That brings out a different skill set, doesn't it? A skill level of understanding what you can and can't change, and change kind of mid-race as well before the pit stops.
Yeah. I think I've maybe just gambled with a little bit of extra wing depending on your setup.
I may have done that.
Ooh, the intrigue. Ooh.
Yeah.
If you can change your front wing and you can change your differential settings, which are the main two things that we mentioned you could change. So I think it's going to be interesting, that one, now, to see what people can do, and that's what I mean, the different skill set. There's many times that we've done it and I've completely forgotten to change my wing in the pit stop.
Oops.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Ryan's feeling left out. He's wanting an invite to comms. We're going to have to get him in the comms box soon, I think.
It'll turn into a Sky Sports F1 Friday practice session where there's about 10 of us.
To be fair, there's a big petition going around to try and get Ryan to commentate a session.
There is. There actually is.
Is there a petition to get him not to? Perhaps. I mean, we have to make sure these videos are suitable for the under 18s. Not quite sure.
I'm just thinking, can he commentate a session without swearing?
Well, yes, that's true. That is true. On that flip side, I am going to depart now. I'm going to go back downstairs and get into my little Parkhead Haggis Renault F1 and try and somehow find a way up the top of this leader's chart.
Best of luck. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Take care, boys. Be listening.
Good luck.
Cheers.
So, what have we got? Melvin's improved as well. He's on to the 33.7s now. We've got Mindful Wasp. He left the session, so hopefully he can get back in. Don't know if that was an issue with his internet connection. He's 17's out on track as well. Let's have a quick flick. He's currently in third. Nearly 4 tenths up already, so he's on a good lap. This could really he keeps on this trajectory, could get him really close. Man for Wasp does enter back in. He's half a second up. He's 17, going into the final sector. He keeps it nice and neat, nice and tidy. Doesn't want to invalidate. Just wants to get round the last couple of corners. Notorious Kieran's 34-0. He pops it up in there as well now.
Typical, I just jumped away from him as well to have a look at Bildy Baldy. Well, he's 17 as you call him.
He's 17, yeah. Billy Baldy, so is he going into the 137s? He does! What a great final sector. By
Nice
200ths of a second, he's beaten Melvin to provisional pole position. Another Alfa Romeo. They're on fire this weekend.
I know, they really seem to mix it up on this circuit, don't they?
Yeah. They haven't got a good pairing. I'm sure. Have they all got a meet and it's just like two drivers are doing it every session? They're just
Well,
absolutely tearing it apart, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. It's great for them. Don't get me wrong, it's actually good for us to see that. We don't normally get to see that from one team almost dominating. So it's really, really good to see.
Yeah,
Bergen's watching, he enjoyed that. But Roundy then takes it. Wow!
That's a hell of a lap.
4/10 he's just taken there.
Well,
that's good for McLaren.
Tier 3 produced.
Wow. Yeah, that's...
One McLaren at the front, one McLaren at the back. That's what I like. Big McLaren sandwich.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, the bookends.
The bookends. Who is out on track right to set? Colin Zowell, he's on 4 laps on the medium tyres, hasn't set the lap yet. Johnny Smooth's going for 1 run. Hopefully he'll be, well, he's not going to even get out, Johnny Smooth. I don't know if he's maybe on a qualifying bin. We've not seen that yet. And then, of course, Ryan and, of course, yourself, Morgan, not able to take part. So we've got Gibbon, he's a 10th up through the second sector, just under. Clear track ahead. The other Alpha runs a little bit wide, doesn't invalidate though. Melvin's retired from the session. He will start at least 3rd. Let's have a look at who can improve. Gibbons bailed on his lap. He invalidated near the end. Let's have a look at TJ. He's retired from the session as well. Didn't set a lap time. Wixie's retired from the session. As we're nearing the final laps.
I'm just watching on with Gavin. He's about halfway through the lap at the moment, but I think he's bailed it.
Is he going down the main straight? I'm not sure where he is actually. We're not on board with him. Let's have a quick look, see where Mr. Nice Shadow is.
He's weaving all
he has bailed on his lap. He's down in 14th currently, and there we are. We've got the checkered flag. Most drivers are in the pits. Let's have a look. Who've we got on a lap? Colin Zowell, he manages to get the lap into 7th and 5 laps on those medium tyres. It's quite a lot. He can only use the mediums, of course, because he is a tier 3 driver. Still a good lap to get into 7th. Mindful Wasp, he's in 5th. He had to do it on the mediums as well.
Yeah, that Collins Owl did seem to be really quick.
Yeah, he had some really good pace, didn't he? Very, very good pace. TJ, he's 10. Sorry, TJ's 2 tenths up. This could move him up a little bit. See how he gets across the line. Oh, he didn't validate it. It would have moved him a little bit higher. Still currently 10th though, so he will start on the soft compound tyres. I think, folks, other than Collins Owl, who has Bill on his lap time, that is it for qualifying. So we've got, as you rightly said, the bookends. The McLaren takes pole position and will start 20th as well in the shape of Roundy and Morgan. E17 takes 2nd. Melvin in 3rd. Notorious Kieran in 4th. Manful Wasp 5th. Back Mizo in 6th. Collins Owl 7th. Chelsea in 8th. Rob Smith takes 9th. And TJ Goodyear in 10th. 11th is, what do we call him? Mr. Kellogg's. He is Lucky Stars. He is the lucky one to have the first choice of tyres. However, with rain imminent, is he going to be on the medium tyres? That remains to be seen. Gibbon takes 12th, CBG 13th, Our very own Gav, he takes 14th. Luke Shard 15th. Wixie 16th. Necromancer in 17th. Johnny Smooth didn't set a lap time. He will be 18th. And of course then Red Car Rambo himself. And Stu will be 19th and 20th. Some good lap times. Great lap times. Great one from Roundy.
That is a really good lap time. It's better than anything Tier 3 came up with. That had been good in Tier 2, that.
It really was, wasn't it? Yeah, very, very strong lap time. He'd be over the moon with that one.
Oh, I certainly would be.
I know, so would I. I really would. So, what tyres are we going to have? Let's see, this is going to be an interesting part now. I wonder, we had a few people leave and connection issues. Hopefully we're not going to have the session glitch. We've finished the qualifying. Is the timer going to hit us? Let's hope it does.
See what the game suggests in a second.
Yeah, we seem to be alright.
Yeah, we are.
It's not a repeat of Tier 3 at least.
No.
We had to restart that though. I remember what happened in Hungary where everybody had burnt out tyres.
Yeah, that was, I think everyone had managed one lap on them, didn't they? And they had to pit. It was a very strange glitch, that one.
The only time that crashing out in qualifying and starting 20th actually benefits you.
yeah, it would have done. Until,
it benefited me no end. That I've gained about 10 positions on first lap.
And then all the pit stops, but we didn't know what was going on, did we? So we just had to continue with it and dealt with it afterwards. It was a strange one. But luckily we've not had that since.
Well, we nearly did tonight.
Well, yeah, very true.
Yeah. Straight onto the inters.
Oh, there we are, folks. You heard it here first. Intermediate tyres. Oh, it's raining in Texas. Yeah, definitely intermediate tyres. It's not a heavy one, but you can already see the blue skies forming. It's only going to last a little while, and then how long will the track take to dry, and what will the grip levels be? That is going to be key, and that's going to throw even more excitement.
Reckons about 14 laps by the looks of the strategy it's put up.
14, you could use the mediums to the end, potentially. Some people may choose the hards. I think that's going to throw up a big mix of strategy.
17 on the mediums?
18, yeah, he did, yeah.
And he was still pretty pacey as well.
Yeah, he was on it, yeah. He was on the pace.
The grading phase and they came back really well.
A few drivers did that in tiers 1 and 2 on Monday. They seemed to do the same thing and had to keep the tyres going a long time. I think Martin did that as well, if I remember rightly. And of course, Kid Dynamite with that sensational drive in Tier 1.
Oh, definitely. I don't know how he does it.
I do not know what his setup must be, but whatever it is, it's very, very kind to the tyres.
Looked like Roundy wanted to kiss the wall then.
Yeah, it's a strange one, that one. And then we've had a few people tapping each other. There's a few disqualified from the session already.
It's a bit slippy out here.
That might be why they're disqualified from the session.
I even struggled to get off the start line there.
We've got... Who was that? That was Mindful Wasp, I think. Yeah, it is. He's disconnected from the session. Hopefully he'll get back. Saw that a couple of times.
He doesn't seem to be having much luck with his connection tonight.
It's not... No, it said he's actually timed him out. He's put it in Discord. If anyone can send him an invite, it's timed him out for some reason. Bit of a strange one. It's frozen on him. So hopefully he'll get back in before the start of the race.
I'm going to see if I can send him an invite. Who was it? Mindful Wasp?
It was, yes. It was.
There we go. I've popped him an invite. Hopefully he gets back in.
Fingers crossed halfway through the lap. Field reasonably bunched. No one really dropping too far back, which is good.
He's in.
Brilliant. So, who has got the better setups? Who's able to drive in these slippery and very treacherous conditions? Well, if it's not only a our entry tier, as we call it, it's already going to throw up a lot of surprises and really test their drivers and test the metal and test the patience as well.
Oh, someone's already spun. That was Collins Owl just driven past.
He was up in 7th, so he's had fun with that one. It's going to be one of those, to get the temperature in the tyres is going to be so difficult. There's a few drivers already ahead of Roundy. I think they've decided just, no, I need to get different heat to my tyres. They're ahead.
The first couple of laps are going to be very slippy, and then you start to get that dry line and it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, it's different braking points that I've only practiced, I would imagine, in the dry conditions, that have just been using their qualifying setups and setting up for the race, and now we've got wet conditions, totally different lines, totally different braking. Anything can happen. It really could now, and this is just... I'm looking forward to this. I think out of the three of in the commentary box, there is one person not looking forward to this, and it's not you and I, Mark.
Well, I think I know who that one is, and
struggle with these conditions.
It's definitely gonna be a lot of short shifting to get off this line without facing the wrong direction.
Are you still no assist, Morgan?
Nah, I'd stuck them back on, especially for this.
I don't blame you. I can barely drive in the dry with no assist, let alone in the wet.
Yeah. Apparently Chelsea is backwards on the grid. Oh, he is. He's facing the wall. That's interesting. He's actually in a wall. The Aston Martin is in the wall.
That's a nice glitch.
Yeah, that's a new one. Hopefully it'll reset itself. If I don't think it does, we may need to restart the lobby. Kieran, you're right. You can't park there, lad. It's not going to allow you to park there. This is, I think we are stuck a little bit. We nearly got away with it. We nearly got it going. Unfortunately, folks, I think we have had the glitch, and we may need to start the lobby yet again. It has.
Hold on, it's doing something.
It's completely black screen to us.
Yeah, it's just black screen for me. Oh.
We'll bear with it.
Second, see what happens.
We'll
thinking about it.
Unless it's not killing anybody's tyres like this.
No, that's true. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to set the weather up, though.
Yeah, how do you set that?
I couldn't tell you.
You're literally just going to have to give them intermediate all the way through.
I think you can change the weather. Ryan managed it, so we'll do it. Keller's back in, so everyone's leaving the lobby, folks. So unfortunately, we will cut it there, and we will be back again very shortly for the race. Tier 4 from Kota. Sorry about this, guys. We'll be back very shortly.